The VAR Show. The one place for your weekly football update.
Hello, a very warm welcome to the VAR show, the show which talks about all the various major football leagues in detail. The show also includes results, gossips, transfer rumors, controversies, statistics, facts, banter, and much more. Today, I'm going to take up some questions which are put to me by various people. I hope to take as much questions as possible, so let's see. If I go on speaking a lot, maybe it will take much more time. So, the first question that was put up was how many players have made a direct transfer from Real Madrid to Barcelona? So there was no name to this question, or probably I could not find it, so I will say it was sent in by Anonymous. Okay, so this is a very unique situation where a player has played for Real Madrid and Barcelona. In the present scenario, you wouldn't see this happening because of the marketing and so much things. You don't see a player playing for two teams, especially for Real Madrid and Barcelona. But you'll be surprised to know that over the years, a lot of players have crossed the Clásico divide. Not one, they are in many and huge players. The first was Alfonso Albanese, who played for both Barcelona and Real Madrid. He was born in Barcelona in 1886. He won trophies with both clubs, served as a director at Real Madrid, and was later appointed the Spanish ambassador to the League of Nations. So that was the first person back in the 1900s, the early part of the century, and he won trophies with both the clubs. So here I'll mention some notable players and their achievements, like who are great known players. I'll say the little bit slightly not unknown players also, who might be known but did not achieve that much in the game. So first up, we'll talk about a famous name who was also a coach. So the guy is none other than Luis Enrique. He played for Real Madrid as well as Barcelona. So he played for Real Madrid between 1991 and 1996, and then he moved to Barcelona in 1996 in a free transfer and played there till he retired in 2004. He played 213 games for Real Madrid. In the process, he scored a measly 18 goals, which was very bad for a midfielder come forward. It is not good, like in around 213 games to score only 18 goals, not good. Whereas for Barcelona, he played around 300 games and scored 109 goals, so he improved his performance subsequently a lot with Barcelona in comparison to Real Madrid. He won La Liga with both Real Madrid and Barcelona. He won 3 trophies with Los Blancos, whereas he won 7 trophies with Blaugranas. So of course, his Barcelona career was much more a bigger hit, a bigger success than his Real Madrid career. He also had 62 caps for Spain, where he grabbed 12 goals. Not bad. He also then managed to coach Barcelona between 2014 and 2017 and had a successful time there, winning 9 trophies, which included a treble. In 2014-2015 season, he won, I think, 2 La Ligas in his 3 years in Barcelona. He managed the famous MSN, that is Messi, Suarez and Neymar. And he is currently the manager of Spain national team. So we'll move on to our second player, who is also very famous. He is Samuel Eto'o. Eto'o was part of the Madrid team, mostly the youth setup, that is Real Madrid Castilla or B team, whatever you call, during the 1997 and 2000 season. He played around 3 games, and he was generally sent on loan, firstly to Leganes in the 1997-1998 season, then to Espanyol the following season, then to Mallorca after that, between that time frame where he was at Real Madrid, that is 1997 and 2000. He then moved to Real Mallorca on a free, played there between 2000 and 2004, where he also, I think, won the Copa del Rey with Mallorca. That is a very big deal to win Copa del Rey with Mallorca, and he scored a lot. Then he joined Barcelona in the summer of 2004 for a transfer of 24 million euros after lengthy three-way negotiation with Mallorca and Madrid. So what happened was that initially Real Madrid president Florentino Perez wanted to buy back the full transfer rights and loan him out again. So basically he didn't have thoughts of playing him. Just buy him and loan him out again like what he was doing in the past. But eventually Barcelona deal proved too lucrative enough to warrant a sell. Additionally, Madrid had already had its full quota of 3 non-European players, so they have quota in Spain. So Madrid had the quota full, and so they didn't pursue the deal a lot, and the rest is history. He has gone on to be a defining player for Cameroon, for Africa, and for European football. What he has achieved, he won back-to-back Champions League with Barcelona and Inter Milan, and the rest is history. I don't have to say about Samuel Eto'o anything. Moving on to one of the most infamous transfers, that was Luis Figo. Luis Figo is one of the few footballers to have played for both Spanish rival clubs, Barcelona and Real Madrid. His controversial transfer in 2000 from Barcelona to bitter rivals Real Madrid set a world record fee of 62 million euros. Yes, you heard that right, 62 million euros. He won the Ballon d'Or in November of 2000, but that was not for what he did for Real Madrid. It was largely due to what he had done for Barcelona the previous season. So he had become a very, very good player for Barcelona, probably the best in the world. When Figo returned to Barcelona for the first time in a Real Madrid shirt on 21st of October 2000, the noise at Camp Nou was deafening. There were banners hung around the stadium with words like traitor, Judas, scum, mercenary. Figo was mercilessly taunted throughout when he came out of the tunnel and ran onto the field. The jeers of almost 98,000 Barcelona fans escalated, with a visibly shocked Figo putting his fingers to his ears. He had a successful career at both Barcelona and Real Madrid, where he won multiple La Ligas and other trophies to name. He also won the Champions League with Madrid, so his move to Madrid was not a failure. It was quite good. But forever, he will be treated as a traitor in Barcelona. So moving on to another player who played for both the teams, but surprisingly, he was not hated like how they hate Luis Figo. The player is none other than Ronaldo Nazario, the Brazilian Ronaldo. He played for Barcelona between 1996 and 1997 before moving to Inter Milan and playing there from 1997 to 2002. Before he eventually moved to Los Blancos and played there between 2002 and 2007. He has had a fantastic career, and I don't know why people treat him and Luis Figo differently. Maybe because Luis Figo was on the top of his game and Ronaldo was not when they were playing at Barcelona. But nonetheless, I don't think so I have to speak about Ronaldo a lot. You all know about him. He's one of the best, if not the best players to ever grace the game. So we'll move on to our next player, Michael Laudrup. He played for Barcelona between 1989 and 1994 before moving to Real Madrid, apparently after he had a falling with the famous Johan Cruyff. He played for Los Blancos between 1994 and 1996. He had a very successful career in Spain, winning a total of 10 trophies, which included multiple La Ligas. He won 4 La Ligas with Barcelona along with a host of other trophies. So his time with Barcelona was quite filled with joy and trophies. And during his Madrid career, he won only one trophy, that was 1994-1995 La Liga season. Not a failure, but not as successful as what he had during the Barcelona days. He then went on to even manage Swansea City. If you all remember, he was the manager who helped them win the League Cup. So we'll move on to our next player, Bernd Schuster. The German international played for Barcelona between 1980 and 1988 before moving to Real Madrid and playing there between 1988 and 1990. He did not just stop there. He then moved to Atletico Madrid, where he played between 1990 to 1993. So he completed the Holy Trinity. He even managed Real Madrid between 9th of July 2007 to 9th of December 2008. He won La Liga with both Barcelona and Real Madrid. So he had a glittering career. He won 6 Copa del Rey between 1980 and 1992. So in a time frame of 12 years, he has won 6. So he has won Copa del Rey almost every other year. He won 3 with Barcelona, 1 with Real Madrid and 2 with Atletico Madrid. With Atletico Madrid, he won it back to back between 1990 and 1992. He even won La Liga and Copa del Rey as the manager of Real Madrid. So there is something with Copa del Rey and Bernd Schuster. So we'll move on to our next famous player, Jorge Hagi. Again, another amazing player, but sadly he didn't flourish for either of them. The Romanian international played for both Barcelona and Real Madrid in the first half of the 1990s decade. He played for Madrid between 1990 and 1992 before joining Brescia in Italy. So, if for our listeners, as of now, Brescia are in the Serie A and they are in the relegation zone, and Balotelli plays for Brescia as of now. So, Hagi joined Brescia and played there till 1994 before he joined Barcelona for £2 million on the back of an impressive 1994 World Cup performance. He won Supercopa de España with both the rivals, and those were the only trophies he had during his time at Spain. So he was quite a figure who didn't flourish a lot at Barcelona under Johan Cruyff. So again, very good player, but did not perform well. So there were some high profile players. There are several other players who played for both the teams. You have the likes of Xavier Saviola, Josef Samitier. Another name whom you will know is Julian Lopetegui, who was the recent manager of Spain and Real Madrid. Albert Celades, Robert Prosinski, Mikel Sola, and Alfonso Albanese, whom I mentioned first, the first person. So now there are many more players whom I'll just not very widely known. So I'll just say them according to the decades. So 1900s, Alfonso Albanese, as I mentioned, the first player. Jose Quarante, Luciano Lizarraga, Enrique Nomand, Fourier. So that was during the 1900s. During the 1910s, you had Arsenio Kumamala, Walter Rositsky, Jose Angel Berando. During the 1930s, players to move from either of the rivals were Ricardo Zamora, Hilario, Mariano Garcia de la Puerta. During the 1950s, we have Alfonso Navarro, Laszlo Casas, and during the 1960s, we had Justo Tejada, Evaristo de Macedo, Fernan Goyevarts, Jesus Maria Pereda, and Lucien Muller. During the 1980s, we had Lorenzo Amador. During the 1900s, we had Luis Milla, Fernando Muniz, Daniel Garcia Lara, and during the 2000s, we had Alfonso Perez. So there was another player who didn't actually play for both the teams, but I will just put it out. Alfred Di Stefano, the famous Real Madrid player. So he apparently was on the verge of signing for Barcelona, and he had even played few friendly games for them before Real Madrid came forward and hijacked the deal. There are also rumors or conspiracy theories that say that the deal for Alfredo Di Stefano to move to Real Madrid was supported by General Franco, who was a dictator back then in Spain, and there was some bad blood there. So I do not know whether that is true or whether these are just conspiracy theories. So that is up to you to believe. You can go ahead and do your research. So that was it from this Q&A, and I just could cover one question: how many players made a direct transfer from Real Madrid to Barcelona? I didn't do only direct. There was some indirect also. Basically, the question I modified a little bit because there was no name to it and it was from anonymous. So I just made it how many players played for both Real Madrid and Barcelona, not a direct transfer. So that was it from this video. So I will see you in the next video with maybe more questions or maybe more facts. I do not know. I have a list of questions, but this first question itself was around 15 minutes long. So I will take a leave now. So enjoy, stay at home, and till the next video. Take care and bye.